scam calls? He answers them all.
Scammy scam.
Can I beg your pardon? What do you mean by scammy scam?
It's Special K's Telemarketer Turnaround.
You a beautiful boy.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Everybody told me that.
On the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, the texts are in, my friends.
That's
That's
okay.
okay.
Step on your promo there.
I'm so
Can't even let him
sorry.
shine on that.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Presented us with two scenarios where
not
the
familiar with that one
telemarketers are
yet.
calling him and he decides to record it and turn it back around on them. Now, the question was, do we want to hear the one where the character Jaime is saying to the person, say less?
Yeah, say less.
Because that's what the kids are saying now.
Okay. And then the other one was the character Eloise Pennybaker.
Could you say that a little bit louder for me? I can't hear you.
So we asked you to text us less or louder at 37530. Louder, definitely one. People want to hear from Eloise.
Now, I greatly appreciate you texting me at 37530 and giving me these ideas. Please continue on today with other words you would like me to repeat over and over again. Or if you want to set up a regular prank call on a family or friend, it's krbe.com/prank call requests.
Kevin, when you're
Yes.
doing this, do you have like a sense like, okay, this is going to push them over the edge? Like, can you sense when they've about had it with you?
I want to try to keep them on the line, so I gradually get a little bit worse and worse with these things. Now, I want to ask you guys, how many times do you think I actually got this saying in there? It is a 2-minute call today for the Say It Louder.
Say it louder.
She's slow. She speaks slow.
Yeah.
You also have other digs that you throw in there.
I
so
do.
I'm going to
sometimes-
go with 9.
I'll
say 9
I'll say like
times.
7.
Yeah, I'm with Eric.
And 7.
7.
Like I
Okay.
said, at 7. Rule at 9.
Today, they want to sell an old lady Part A, B, C, and D Medicare and Medicare Advantage and everything. You strap it onto your Medicare.
Oh, boy.
Here on the Rule and Ryan Show, it is a telemarketer turnaround. Go on, Eloise.
I can see that you have a Medicare Part A and Part B.
Yes, sir. Could you say that again a little bit louder?
Okay, perfect. Now you are qualified for all benefits without any additional cost. So, by the way, how old are you? What is your age?
Sir, I'm sorry. Could you say that a little bit louder?
I said, do you have a Medicare Part A and B and it's active right now?
Yes, I think I heard
Okay.
that. Could you say
Okay.
that one more? Could you say that one more time a little bit louder?
Ma'am, I said, do you have a Medicare Part A and B and it's active right now?
Underwear Part A. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, do you have a Medicare Part A and Part B?
Sir, I do. I think you said Obamacare. Can you say that again a little bit louder?
Why?
I can't hear you. Now you're yelling at me.
Ma'am, I said Medicare announced some new additional benefits and savings in your area. I can see that you have Medicare Part A and Part B.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now you are qualified for all benefits without any additional cost on your Medicare A and B. So, by the way, how old are you? What is your age?
I am elderly.
Okay. So, by the way, how old are you? What is your age?
Yes, sir. Could you say that again a little bit louder?
Ma'am,
Sir?
I said, how old are you? What is your
73.
age?
73.
Okay, ma'am. What is your name?
Sir, I said 73. Dummy.
No. I said, what is your first name and last name?
Yes, sir. 7-3. That's a 7-3, sir.
What is your first name?
My fast name? No, I have a slow name.
Yeah.
It's Eloise.
It's only 5, yeah.
Wow. He was not playing at 4. He was like, what's wrong with you?
That's what got him.
I love the dummy.
But
No, I love the dummy.
Good on
Only
you
5.
for getting them. Y'all, I just got to tell you something that I saw yesterday. I did not know this existed. So I like taking my dog, especially with this wonderful weather. I take her for a walk, go down to the park, and I noticed these group of people, and they're all kind of dressed the same, and they're chit-chatting. I'm like, what are they doing? Is this, what's going on here? So
it's
I walk
called
by.
camaraderie in public with
Oh,
neighbors.
no, it's not, Rolla.
Baseball team?
No.
Somebody's at pickleball tournament.
They look kind of buttoned up, and they were door-to-door salesmen.
For what? Do you know what they're selling?
I couldn't hear what it was.
Electricity, probably.
I was trying.
panels?
I was trying to like eavesdrop a little bit, and I'm walking around. I'm pretending like Mango's got to go to the bathroom, and I could hear them say, Now make sure when you come across an elderly person and they're talking about, befriend them. They're lonely and they're vulnerable and they'll want you.
And you didn't pipe up, Brian Chase? You said nothing to them?
Mango sick 'em.
Yeah.
I was just like,
How dare you?
I was like,
Can you say that a
scumbags.
little bit louder?
I'm like, God, this exists? I mean, that
Yes,
is awful.
of course it exists.
To
There's
hear
always
somebody actually talking like there's a group and they're all like fastidiously taking their notes and they're all standing around and I'm like, oh my God. Like, that's so awful that they're doing that, preying upon the elderly.
The other
Shocking, Ryan.
I
We've
know.
been talking about
I
it
know
for 20
it
years.
happens, but I'm
in
just
your face.
to actually witness them and hear them say it out loud like that. I was like,
Well,
man, you
Eloise
people are
Pennybaker.
And then you see them knock on your door and they befriend you.
And they're like, all of a sudden, Ryan made some
awful.
really
I'm
good
not
friends.
elderly and I'm not
All of a
lonely.
sudden you're like, well, I got friends.
The other day, a group of some religious folk came by my door, and they had pamphlets about Jeebus, and I could see the pamphlet before I said one word. So I opened the door. I was like, "Hola, bueno, sí, qué onda?" And it's so funny to watch. Anglo-Saxon
Because
people.
they had
It's
no
like,
idea what-
do you know Jesus Christ?
Oh, it's
Like
like
it's
Oh,
all
they
of
gotta
a
speak
sudden,
slowly.
or they talk loud.
Sí, Jesús, conozco a Jesús, sí. Okay, we have a church.
Well, they were not deaf. You
I
just
know. I'm
speak
like,
English.
okay. See, I know Jesus. And they're like, okay, just give him the form. Can you just give him the pamphlet? And they're talking to one another. And they're like, what do we do? What do we say? And I am dying on the inside
Oh,
because
my
I
God.
keep speaking to them in Spanish. Like, yeah, I know
you're
Jesus.
pranking
Love
them in
him too.
person.
Do you have a ring? You need to get
that
a
is
ring on
so
your house.
funny.
I don't have it. You have to
I would
knock
never
on my
answer.
door.
I would never answer.
Oh, no,
the
I
door.
love to. I love to screw with people.
I'm just
you
always
know.
worried somebody with a gun or they're going to try and get in your house.
That's Kevin. He
Well,
wants
depends
the
where you
gun.
live.
Yeah.
I'd be
He's
willing to
always
say that, like, everybody in my neighborhood, there's no way they don't have a gun. Like, this is a very
Yeah, but lots of people don't have it on
gun-toting
you.
crowd.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, your front door. Somebody's coming to your front door, door-to-door salesman.
then why even answer it if you got to go grab your gun there? Just
Right.
let them just
Get your sword.
Ignore. Just your
Your
sword.
sword.
Unsheath your sword.
Why do I want that headache to have to shoot somebody and then I got to go?
Oh,
and
no,
deal
that would
with
be
all
the worst
crap
thing
and-
on earth, yeah.
Kevin, somebody texted the next time Eloise Pennybaker gets a call about any of her Medicare or whatever it is they're trying to sell her, that she needs to say, "That don't sound right."
That don't sound right.
That'd be good. Write that
That's a
one
good
down.
one.
That's good. That don't sound right. That'll be your next phrase to drive the telemarketers crazy.
Do y'all ever get
Thank you,
door-to-door?
Texter.
Rula, do you get door-to-door salesman ever?
No, actually, the other day I was on the phone.
She's gated.
And no, I'm not. But there was a guy
There's a
standing
boat.
outside. And, lately I've had some issues with my fence. And so I thought, well, I don't know what the guy looks like that's going to come from the company. So I thought this may have been a guy that was coming for my fence. And I was on the phone and I couldn't, I was just on the thing. So I go to the door and I see his tag. He's one of those solicitors that comes through neighborhoods to try and sell you a new roof for some bullcrap
yeah.
reason. Hey, I noticed on your roof. No, you didn't notice jack crap.
yeah.
Get the hell out
Yeah.
of here.
It's a free inspection.
oh, yeah.
Don't you hate
right,
when,
okay, get the hell off my
free.
property.
These new house builds, they love these doors that are just glass. You can see right through the house. I'm like, hell no. I don't want people to see me. I can't.
know.
They can't see.
I
They'll
need,
see me
like,
ducking.
I need
So
some
that's
kind of-
funny. We bought one of those 6
You gotta
months
get the
ago
kind that like
with the
front doors?
with the blinds on the inside.
Okay.
the blinds fell out.
No.
And there's no warranty on this thing. I'm going to destroy this guy on
I think
Google
what Eric's
reviews.
talking about is different, though. These new modern builds.
and I like modern homes,
where
but
it's-
some of the houses you can see everything in the house. I'm like,
the whole
I
front
saw
is a
guy
glass facade.
playing a guitar, just sitting there downstairs when you drove by. I'm like, that's just you're like a aquarium.
Yeah.
You just see everything.
You're in the fishbowl. Hey, there's a guy watching wrestling all weekend long in his underwear.
That'll be me. WrestleMania, baby.
No, Eric's movie layer doesn't have windows.
Nope.
It's just a door.
Dude, it's like a cave.
It is. And I'm safe up 20 stories.
And he's going to
Don't worry
feel
about
like
it.
he's amongst the
Even my
living.
castle,
He
nobody-
does some Instagram live from his
Castle.
couch.
Do your ears pop when you go up in your elevator?
Oh, yeah.
No. I mean, it's not that high.
20 floors.
My ears
And
are
it's not that fast, I guess.
I mean, if
It
the
takes-
elevator goes fast, I bet it would.
That takes like 24
What is the evacuation
seconds.
plan on that? When you buy a unit like that, they tell you, by the way,
Can't parachute.
you're dead. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
pretty
what do they
much.
tell you?
And when you get in the elevator, it's like, what floors, huh?
And he's got white gloves on.
He's got the little pillbox hat.
What was that little wheel that they would move around in the elevators? Like cranking the elevator to go up and down?
It would close the gate. Remember, there was a gate before the door.
Sometimes I see
opened.
like a lot of old people around like downstairs. I'm like, am I in a retirement home?
No,
What's
one
going
time
on?
I saw Eric posted on his Instagram there was a fellow resident, I guess, who'd come down for some social activity time, and he'd passed out on the couch and
I think I was laying there, I'm like, what the hell is
with this
this?
guy? This guy's asleep. And his mouth was open. He was
And I want to go swim in the pool, and there's like 4 old ladies with those water weights.
Yeah.
That was great for them, man. They're healthy.
You're not in a retirement community. It's just the only people that can afford to live there are old and they've earned a lifetime of money.
Well, that's all I negative is that part.
What
Kids are like,
negative?
because the kids are like, there's nobody our age here. Like, I guess I could see that. But I mean, when we lived in the house, we had people next to us, they're the same age. They didn't play together, so
No.
whatever.
You're going to be like Dad, girls. We're just going to hole ourselves up in this cave, and we're going to watch all the streaming we want. You don't need people.
I mean, my cave's the movie room, but
You
I have
need friends.
It's all glass around, so it's an awesome view.
You don't need to touch anybody or see anybody or
Don't have
talk to
worry
anybody.
about flooding anymore. I don't have to worry about that anymore. So
If
there's positives,
if you
negatives.
do, we're all in trouble.
Yeah, we're all screwed. If I get flooded, you guys won't be around.
No,
Unless it's
you
just
can
internal.
see that tsunami coming from Galveston, I imagine.
Oh, Lord.
It's not that high up.
On a clear night.
Yeah.
Okay, coming up next, believe it or not, time here on the Roula and Ryan Show. You tell us a story that sounds unbelievable, but it's true, whether it happened to you or somebody that you know. We want to hear your stories because always there's at least one that makes us want to fall out of our chairs.
Yep.
Let's see what we get today next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Believe it or not, the stories are true. Don't ever let anyone try to bullshit you. Either you could be dead, nearly chopped off your head. Roula Ryan Show. Believe it or not, Rule's gonna interrupt.
I'm gonna interrupt ya.
Talk super fast.
Super fast.
And Jeanette as it's her broadcast.
What was about your butt? What was that?
What'd you say about my butt?
Kevin, what did you say about her butt?
What did you say about
Or maybe boss. Not boss.
What did you say about her
I
butt?
thought I heard the A
my
word.
butt?
I don't remember. I recorded that a long time ago. I don't know what I said about her butt.
Some of her hat?
Well,
Yeah,
I think
that
it's
ass.
boss.
broadcast.
Broadcast.
That's okay. 713. You have to move it along. So you have to interrupt. I have to move it along. All right.
stupid.
713-390-KRVE. It's called Believe It or Not. And listen, I'm putting the spotlight on somebody in my family because my sister came over last night and she always likes to tell my kids stories about when we were growing up. My kids are 9, 11, and just turned 13. I cannot believe my oldest is 13. And so,
Plus, it's good to hear the other side.
of
Like,
the
that's
story.
just mom's side, but on our aunt's side.
Right.
of
But
that.
Maria usually, my sister Maria, who's come up here many times, you've heard her on the show for different reasons. You've probably seen her on TV over the years when she is promoting the Houston Original Greek Festival.
She hosted the show with us.
She was
I
on
remember
for
when
me
you were gone.
when I was having
yeah.
babies. I just woke her up like something happened. I called her like 15 times in a row to wake her up to see if she answers the phone. Hi, Maria.
Hi, good morning.
You
Morning.
turned that on real fast. Like, I just legit woke her up. I was like, okay, we have 45 seconds. Come on, answer the phone.
Yep, I'm here. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So Maria likes to tell my children stories that she thinks are going to teach them lessons, but really terrifies them, and they can't sleep all night.
Oh, no.
Last night, my sister shared a story where nobody believed her. It's called Believe It or Not. And as you were telling them the story, I was like, this would be like Believe It or Not, because when nobody believes it happened to you, but it's true. I'll have to tell you guys, it was about the Miss Universe pageant or Miss USA, one of those big pageants in the 80s.
Okay.
When everyone in America watched television and they really were locked into
Yeah, those
these
things got like
pageants.
25, 30 million people to watch.
Yes.
The pageant shows?
Oh, God, yes. You don't remember that, Ryan? When the
Back in the
pageants
day.
were on, everyone was around the TV like, oh, my gosh. The
was on the
Miss
main channel.
USA pageant's on.
Like a major
it was like on
network.
CBS or something. So all I can tell you before Maria takes over is this is the night we were all gathered around the TV watching a pageant. Okay, go ahead,
Well,
Maria.
it started before that. So I think it must have been a Monday because everybody was home and our cousin from Greece was visiting and George had his own room and the cousin from Greece, there were 2 twin beds in there, so they were in there and there was a TV in that room. So sometime in the afternoon, I guess everybody decided to take a nap and I went into George's room thinking I'm going to go watch TV with the cousin and my siblings, but I didn't realize everybody was sleeping. So when I walked into the room, I felt something on my foot, and it was a sharp pain. And I was like, oh my God, what just happened to me? What just happened to me? And I looked down.
What was your age? How old were you?
I was in the 5th grade.
So 11.
Okay, like 11.
10, 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I dropped to the floor, and I looked at the bottom of my foot, and there was half of a toothpick sticking out of it.
Ooh.
And then I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And I didn't want to scream because Mom and Dad were sleeping, and I didn't want to get in trouble. So then I was like, oh God, there's half the toothpick was sticking out. So I kind of tried to pull it out, but the other half stuck in there.
Snapped off. Stuck in there.
But there was no blood. Like, it just went straight through. So then at some point I was like, okay, I'm not going to say anything. Okay, whatever.
Which, by the way, how weird is this that we're conditioned at 10 years old that even though you're in brutal pain, you're like, I don't want to get in trouble because I woke people
You
up.
didn't do anything
I don't
wrong.
want to bother them.
Even though you're hurt.
Well, we really need them to have their siestas. We better not let anybody know we're hurting. Okay,
Yeah. So then at some point when they woke up, I told them, and they were like, oh, let's see. There was no blood or anything. And they're like, oh, Maria, it was nothing. I go, no, I stepped on something. I can't put pressure on my foot. I was like limping. And I remember the Miss Universe pageant was going to be on, but nobody wanted to pay attention to me. They were just like, whatever.
Did you see
There's
Miss North
nothing
Dakota?
there.
We got to look at her.
Come on. Okay.
So then I just remember that whole Miss Universe pageant. I was in so much pain, and like Dad was kind of holding me, but I was like, why isn't anybody helping me?
But I do remember, let me give you the sidebar of this. As one of the other siblings in the house, because there was 5 of us, so it's 7 of us plus the cousins, 8 of us in the house. I just remember we're all on the couches and we're trying to watch this pageant, and Maria still will not stop squawking about her foot. And I remember saying I was a 3rd grader, I was like, oh my God, stop. Nobody cares. Nothing happened to you. I have a very visual memory of where I was sitting on the couch when I told Maria to shut up, basically, because we're trying to watch the pageant.
Wait. So then my mom eventually calls the doctor, and she says, well, just take her to Texas Children's. If there's something in there, they can figure it out. And I remember at the time, we had been to Texas Children's, or it was across the street from the restaurant at the time. And I remember going there, and everything was real fancy. Like, it was right at the age in the 80s where they were starting to get like technology and things like that. And they strapped me on this bed with like 5 seatbelts, right?
Ooh.
And then the bed started going up to where your feet are going all the way up parallel to the ceiling. And I was like, wow, this is like high tech. So then they took an x-ray, and I remember the doctor coming in and saying, well, we don't see anything on the x-ray, but that could be because the toothpick is the same color of the flesh. So they're like, well,
So
just
what
go
doesn't
ahead and
show up on x-ray?
Huh.
apparently
Who knew?
not. That x-ray from the 1980s, it didn't show anything. So
It was
then,
1980s x-ray.
so then I remember this huge shot. I mean, I was a kid at this shot. They put this shot, and then Mom was like crying. She just couldn't believe they were going to put this shot in my foot, but they had to put the shot in to numb it so they can go in there and look. Well, the doctor's like, we don't see anything. Like, we really don't see anything. The only thing they said was, they said just have her soak her feet every night, and if there's anything in Epsom salt and water, if anything, it'll come out on its own if there's something in there. If not, it'll just dissolve.
And the whole time we're like, I know there's something in there.
No one believes you.
Because I couldn't walk. Yeah, I couldn't walk. I remember my shoes. I remember those like blue suede tennis shoes. I was like, I can't wear those anymore because my foot was too swollen to put in the shoe.
How long did this go on for? Like,
I remember
3 days,
the whole
5
summer.
days? Oh, summer.
The whole summer.
I missed out on roller skating parties.
Oh,
I couldn't.
Can you imagine? Can I just interrupt for a second? Can you imagine right now, the parents of right now, that you let your kid go with a swollen foot for the whole summer? Because everyone's like, there's nothing in there.
You're
I mean,
fine.
it's probably just like a splinter.
Is that what you guys were saying,
No, I was
Roula?
just
100%. We were like, what
I
is
was
the
limping.
deal?
She just wants
There's
attention.
nothing in
everybody
there.
thought. Yeah, so then randomly, I would always, there was a scar at the bottom of my foot, like a little callus, and I would always pick at it.
Because she knew something was in there.
Yeah, because there was something in there, and I remember, this is the grossest part. If your listeners don't like gross things, just turn this off. But
No, don't tell them
I might have to take off
I
my
say turn it up.
that. Yeah.
so then at some point, I think it was like in August. It was around my name day, birthday, something like that. I was on the couch, and I was picking at this scab, and I pressed on it, and the toothpick came out, and it was green.
I never knew it was green. Ew.
It was green.
Okay.
And
Did you
then
save
I
it?
go, and my mom was on the phone talking to her friend, and then I remember my mom doesn't get off the phone. She's talking to her friend.
She was probably like, get away from me. What are you talking? Maria, how big was it? How big was it?
It was half of a toothpick.
Half
Oh my
of
God.
a toothpick for months in her
It
foot.
just naturally pushed out.
Just
finally.
came out.
3 months.
It just came out, and Mom was talking to her BFF on the phone, and you know how women do? They like, oh, Mom, let me tell you what's happening in my house. And I remember,
But doesn't get off the phone to
doesn't get off the phone, and Mom is talking to her friend, and she goes, oh, you're not in Greek. You're not going to believe it. Maria just came to me, and she got this toothpick. It just came out of her foot, and we thought there was nothing in there.
It's like when your kid tells you there's something in their foot or their knee or their leg or their arm, believe them, because I
Right.
cannot
But
believe
if you
the
don't see
months you
something,
went by.
that's tough.
But here's the deal. You know, Maria, while you're telling that story, I'm like, I didn't know that wood doesn't show up, and apparently it doesn't. It said items like wood and
Even now.
plastics don't typically
splinters
show
are
up.
awful, man.
They don't show up in an X-ray. You
Well,
have
that
to do
is-
something
Even
called
now.
a sonograph.
Well, that is true, because in 2011, Alexandra, my daughter, ate a rhinestone off of a baby bow that I had in her hair. And I was like, where's the rhinestone? And we took her to the doctors. They did an X-ray. They couldn't see it because it said it's plastic rhinestone. It'll come out in the glitter poo. And it did.
Wow.
So, Maria, that's why Maria can't walk straight to this day.
But she hates toothpicks.
And that's
Was
why
it at least like a flavored one, like cinnamon or something?
Ooh, would that
And
help?
taste it on the
I
way
wasn't
out.
going to use it.
Burn the feet.
Yeah.
That'd be hot.
Well, thanks
Hot
for waking
foot.
up to tell us your unbelievable but true story.
Thanks, Maria. Well,
Oh,
she
no,
had
what happened?
COVID. I think she hung up.
You hung up?
Shoot.
I think you were
I
clicking over to the
disconnected
other.
her.
Yeah,
I
you're
didn't touch
clicking
it.
to the
I
other
didn't
one.
touch it.
You're like, I got
Sorry,
your
Maria.
story. Get
Sorry,
out of here.
Maria.
Sorry,
Just
Maria.
used your sister and threw her away.
Disconnected by mistake.
I
Oops.
dropped ya.
Oh, yeah. She just said, you hung up on me.
I promise I didn't.
Hey, during your scoop, I got to talk about something that Sam and I are, and even now Ahmad and Kevin, we're all going to be doing this afternoon.
Oh, cool.
Does it involve toothpicks?
It involves pain.
Oh, wait.
Listen.
Sorry I hung up on you. You're on the
It's
phone.
okay.
Okay, bye. I want to visually say bye.
I didn't tell you the best part of the story.
But wait, we're out of time, though. But don't say bad words. Okay,
No,
what's
no,
the
no,
best
no,
part of the
no.
story? What is the best part of the story?
Even to this day, when I go get a manicure pedicure, at the bottom of my foot, there's this huge callus, and these ladies are always like, "Oh, you have whatever." They're like always pointing it out to me, and they're trying to work on it. I don't worry about it. It's just part of my foot.
Toothpick scar.
Oh, keep on trucking with my pedicure.
Yeah,
Just
that's
worry
great.
about that.
Well, thanks for sharing, Maria. Maria can be found on Instagram at Christy Seafood.
Yeah, just see her
her
there.
handle.
Thank you, Roula.
Bye. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Okay. So what's happening next? That you need to be in the know about with Sam, Kevin, Ahmad, Eric. Will there be beer involved or bourbon? I think both.
There'll be some
knowing
pain.
you guys.
I hope so.
We'll talk about it next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Now, y'all ready?
This is Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
Before we get into the magic of what's going to happen today with some of the Roula and Ryan Show members, I've got Magic in the Stars for you, my friends. Magic in the Stars. Disney on Ice. Oh, wait. Do you want me to do it at the end, Ahmad, so you can answer the phones after?
I'll
That'd be
just put
easier.
somebody on hold.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ahmad has to
They can hold.
Ahmad
They're
has to
getting a
talk
good
next,
prize.
but Ahmad has to go into the phones. Okay, 713-390-KRBE, caller 10. You are on your way with your fam. 4-pack of tickets to Disney on Ice, Magic in the Stars. That's a Thursday, April 11th at NRG Stadium. Usually when Disney on Ice is here, it's Nutcracker Market time, but they come more than once a
Yeah,
year.
they come like 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah, this is Magic in the Stars. Caller 10. Stand by, caller 10. And then we're going to get that because there is an event happening today that we have been working on since December.
Oh.
All of us have been working on different projects since December, and today is the day that the Eric and Sam extravaganza with special guest Special K and Ahmad is happening.
And you guys are welcome to come as well.
Can my kids
Ryan.
come?
I might just do
Yeah,
that.
why?
It's not far from where I live.
We because for Texas Children's, we did the charity events, like you said, and I wanted to do something different. So Splat Zone, our friend Cambo,
Kimbo! Hey, if you're going to Caesars and you got a lot of money to burn, he can be
Yeah.
your host and treat you right.
but he owns Splat Zone. It's over out in Hempstead, over
It's like Spring Branch.
right near Carbox over there too.
Yeah.
Because him and I went to lunch after he showed me the facilities.
Okay.
It's indoor
Flat
paintball.
zone, paintball place.
That's really close to 290.
Yeah, if you're having parties and stuff, it's really cool. It's like 22,000 square feet. So it's
Wow.
Huge.
It's got like 2 indoor ones. One's like glow in the dark with those jelly guns. So like little kids can play.
Oh, that'd be
They
fun.
don't, they don't hurt, but you can see them like shooting, in the glow because they glow. And then they have a outside one as well. So it looks really cool.
So it's called Splat Zone, And do you have the actual address there? I like on their website of all the things they tell you about their amenities. One of them is clean bathroom.
Yeah, see? Yeah,
It's very good to know that.
That is a bonus.
There it is. It is 11260 Hempstead Road, Spring Branch East.
But they do parties.
11260 Hempstead. It's called Splat Zone.
Kids parties. And the indoor ones, too, the guns aren't as powerful. Like, they have an outdoor field. And that's where they bring pros. Like, I was there, and this team, and they were practicing to go for the championship in Orlando or something. Like, I was like, what the heck is going on here? These guys are...
Remember years ago we sent Special K out to get paintballed, and he came back all bruised and battered from the paintball.
But you can have the option of doing the soft guns, so that's great for the kids.
The gun that we're playing is like medium.
Medium. Okay.
So, and how is this all tied to our time in December?
Yes, a family, they spent a lot of money to play with us. So we're going to play for a couple hours, eat some pizza and stuff, hang out.
It was one of the charity items for raising money for Texas Children's Hospital. We all did different events.
I think they bring their kids. I think they're like 9 kids want to play.
That's
I'm
fun.
like, great.
That'll be fun.
There's a lot of us.
Kill us.
10
I know.
of us.
Yeah, we're going to be on the same team, us against them?
Yeah.
I think they're going to break up the kids and the
Yeah, I think
adults.
so it looks like a lot of fun. Because I always said, man, I always wanted to have a indoor paintball
Is it open
place.
to the public while y'all are there?
Because
I know they do private parties. This is probably a private party.
So I think we got that locked up.
Yeah.
Nice.
3 hours.
So indoor and outdoor. You said they do have an outdoor facility. So it's indoor paintball, but it does have an outdoor element to it.
Yeah, it's called Splat Zone, like splathouston.com. You can see for yourself. They do
Free parking, food trucks, beer and wine, private party rooms, clean bathrooms, free Wi-Fi, storage lockers, certified techs, and qualified referees.
They got it all. Something different you're looking to do. I saw one they do like a parents' night out from like every third Friday from 5:30 to 10. You can bring your kids, and then you can go. They go play and
have a date night.
Oh, I thought you meant like
night.
the parents get to go, leave the kids at home. Parents get to go. It's like we're going to take out our aggressions on each other right
this
now.
This is good for team building. I go, really? I don't know. Team building? I feel
you
like
might hate each other at the end of that team building. Like, I saw what you did. You hit me on purpose.
Well, it could be good for team building if your whole office is playing another office.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Or you have frustrations with a coworker.
Yeah. I hate you, Janet from HR.
The last time I've only played paintball once in my life, and I was hungover. My sister told me to come join them. I didn't know what we were doing. I had a red sweater on. It was out in the woods. So I was
easy
sitting
spot.
And then I had stomach problems. And, and there's
you and your stomach problems. What's new?
And then they're like, they did a game called Spy. They go, okay, when we do this air horn, someone on your team is going to turn and then steal the flag and try and run for the other team. But nobody will know it. And the guy goes, hey, you're the spy. I'm like, what? No, that got me more nervous. They had to use the restroom in the woods. And all of a sudden in the woods, they're like, wait, I hear the horn. I'm like, oh no.
It's like Hunger Games. They're looking to kill you.
They weren't brown.
I just remember running. I had to steal the flag. My own team's like, what are you doing? So they started shooting at me.
Oh, my
God. The other team shooting at me. I'm like, this is the worst day ever.
I volunteer as tribute. Okay, so paintball today. It's Sam and Eric. They were the original parties in the Texas Children's Auction. And for fun, Special K and Ahmad are going to go. It is Splat Zone on Hempstead and Spring Branch East.
Just follow
indoor
us on
paintball.
I'm mostly there to babysit, but I might slide in.
No, you better play.
I know. Thanks, Kev. Sorry.
Yeah, if I come out,
do you wear gear?
Yeah. No,
they give you goggles and
they
gear.
They give you like
head,
a head helmet.
I'm out.
Sorry,
sorry.
helmet. Can't even think.
What?
Can't wear a helmet.
What?
Why?
Bring your own. Just bring your own.
It's like
Do I have one?
Yeah, I'm sure you have one for your tricycle.
Like baseball helmet.
I
or
don't think my
something.
son's baseball helmet fits my head.
Your head's that big.
That would be funny if I tried that. All right, today when I get home, follow me at Radio Roula somewhere between like 11 and 1. I'm going to go in the garage and set up my phone on a tripod and try to put my son's baseball helmet on.
I would.
Please do.
I'll give you $100 if you just show up and play one time.
I don't want to wear the gear.
It's to see you run.
Why? I can't run with my ankle. Don't make fun of me.
See you shooting at people. I can't see it.
I can't run my ankle. I barely danced at Madonna last week.
All right, the Houston Texans are set to officially unveil their new uniforms at a release party. That's just ahead of the 2024 NFL Draft. They're hosting a uniform release party Tuesday, April 23rd at 713 Music Hall. The event's going to be from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. So if you're a Texans fan, that is the place to be. Now,
Their uniforms. Yay.
Well, hey, it's camaraderie. Team building experience.
There's always a
bunch
thing
of men,
though.
like manly men, big beer bellies and that. Yeah, look at
Look
that
at our
jersey.
colors, and we're all trying to win this one
Kevin,
diamond
you got to
shiny
do your
ring.
voice. It's glorious.
Oh, it's
You should go there and just, you should do that. Just,
As soon as they show it.
just go there and really make it.
Because every year they do a big to-do over like the
really tight on
lightning
their
white
butts.
or the battle red or whatever it is.
Yes.
And then I don't know what
Oh
it
my
was.
God.
Oh, Kevin,
Yeah.
I'll pay you money if you go to that thing. Just let out the.
What the hell is wrong with him?
And if you think about it, and if you think about it, the most barbaric of our sports
Yeah,
are
yeah,
always
definitely.
chasing after something very feminine. Like boxing is purse. You want to win the purse.
Yep.
And in all sports, you want the ring.
Want that ring?
You want that blingy
You also have
ring.
a belt.
I have
The
been
belt.
to an awkward announcement before. It was when Roger Clemens was in at the Skeeters at the time.
At the time.
And me and Mumbles went, and Mumbles piped up like, "What's your favorite kind of juice?"
And without a beat, what did he say? He didn't even flinch. He goes, "I like grape."
Yeah, something like that.
He did not
Yeah.
even flinch.
Next
He was
question.
The
great.
crowd,
Next
but
question.
all the real reporters were like,
Woo! Hey, something is happening this weekend in Jersey Village, my home base, my neighborhood, at Senate Avenue Brewery. There is an event called Crawfish and Colors. That's going to be Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is going to basically benefit kids. Art supplies for kids. They're going to have beer, a silent auction, door prizes. They've got art cars there, artwork. It's a great thing
A lot
for
of
the whole
veterans,
family.
right? A lot of vets are
yeah.
part
It's
of it.
the veterans art is what they're doing. It's art supplies for kids, so they're
Sweet.
doing stuff for kids, and that's from 11 to 3. That's the Senate Avenue Brewery. That's what's going down in H-Town.
Don't forget WrestleMania all weekend. Enjoy. Bye.
Enjoy, bye.
Eric's going to be wearing his little short shorts or
You know,
whatever
a
the
Macho
underwear
Man
is.
outfit, little
Yeah.
shorts
Your
with the
singlet?
stars.
Yeah, is that what it is?
It's called a
Singlet?
slinglet.
Slinglet.
That's the one with
Yes.
the little
Not
straps.
singlet.
Oh, like,
Slinglet
Borat
with a
wore?
sling.
Yeah, but
I thought it was.
And I'm asking you. I don't know because I can't say that easily.
Hold on.
Like Sydney, I can't say
Slinglet.
Slinglet.
those are real wrestlers that wear that.
Yeah. Singlets.
That's like the high school college outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But these wrestlers are wearing Superman types.
You're not seeing The Rock wearing that.
Superman pants.
No.
SINGLET.
Singlet. Okay, got it. But Eric's not wearing a singlet, but he's going to make his fake belt.
Oh, I can't wait.
You
Bourbon
should. They got
winner.
him on
Bourbon belt.
Temu. Is that how you say that?
Temu.
Temu.
We learned it was Temu.
Temu.
Okay, coming up next. Oh my God, the eclipse is happening!
Yeah, talk about
Oh my
this.
God, double rainbow!
Oh, it's glorious.
Glorious! And that's all. We just want to tell you that.
We have some audio of a guy that did this.
Yes, I know.
We'll play that.